Welcome back. We are here with your top 5 lists at the Holly Hub. I'm Sarah, that's Will.
Yeah, this is going to be the top 5 deal killers. So things that, not sure exactly what you wrote down, but I wrote down a lot of stuff that either a buyer or seller might not like enough just to then terminate the whole deal. So try to avoid these if you're a buyer or a seller. You want to hit it?
Sure. I'm going to say like left furniture, like left items at the house.
Oh, yeah.
When you're doing the walkthrough and all of a sudden you're like, why did they leave all this? And like sometimes sellers get, or buyers get super angry and it just,
Right.
Well,
They thought the broken hot tub and trashed trampoline might be useful for you at some point. So
Right.
that's why they left that behind.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but just take a deep breath.
Yeah, you got to get all those things sorted out, that what you're going to leave. Contract says that it's got to be broom swept and free of personal debris unless otherwise agreed to. So make sure you have an agreement in place.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to say property line dispute. Here, that's one that has come up a couple times now where people just say, oh yeah, we own all the way over to there. And it turns out you don't. So make sure you get a survey. If you're worried about if that garden's on your property, maybe as a buyer, use your survey contingency so you don't have to have things falling apart right at the end.
Things that were like on a seller's disclosure and then come up in the inspection and then the buyer's like freaking out about when you knew it when you saw the house. And then all of a sudden they want credit for it and blah, blah, blah. It's like, that's why the seller's disclosure's there too. So you do know these problems making an offer while you're making an offer.
Yeah, so my number 2 will be lying on the seller's disclosure. So you, by law, need to fill this out to the best of your knowledge, answer each question yes, no, or unknown, or not applicable. But some people are like, well, it happened, the roof leaked, but we did cover it up, we fixed it. It's like, well, just let them know you fixed it then, because otherwise it might come up in the inspection that they see that there's moisture up in the roof. Maybe you didn't fix it right. So just make sure you are disclosing any known defects with the house.
If you do ask for something on the inspection, the seller refusing to fix anything.
No, I don't think I will.
Right.
Like some things come up, but some sellers are just like, no, we're not going to fix anything. When, you might want to give a little bit on some issues that you didn't know about.
Yeah, the $20 GFI isn't going to break the bank. But at the same time, too, if you're a buyer, maybe you don't ask for the nitpicky items. Obviously, a seller or a GFI is going to be pretty important. That's a safety thing, but it only costs a little bit to replace, so don't nitpick on that. I'm going to say a big deal killer here could be a bad bank. So a bank that doesn't know the local area, that doesn't put you in the right loan program, charges you too many fees, charges too higher of interest rates, or just doesn't get back to you. Bad bank could easily kill a deal. So make sure you're working with a trusted local lender.
Kind of going off that, a mortgage failing, whether it's because you bought something and put it on your credit when you weren't supposed to, or something like that, that jeopardizes your mortgage with a bank.
Right. People wanting to buy furniture, like, oh, we're really excited to move into our house. And then they spend 40 grand on a credit card to buy furniture. And then when they re-pull your credit, partway through the process, they say, oh, you do not qualify anymore.
Or like quitting your job right beforehand.
Yep, had that happen.
I declare bankruptcy! I
didn't quit, but buyer quit.
So. Don't do that.
Another deal killer here, staying at the house during showings. I know you know the most about the house. I know that you're really excited to show people all the heavy duty nails that you put into the door frame, but just let the agent kind of point out with their buyers what are the most important. We've always found that buyers, they feel like they are intruding on you if you're staying at the house, so they try to leave as quickly as possible so you can get back to your day. If you're not there, then they don't get that feeling. They get to look through a little bit more and make themselves more comfortable with the property. And then if they have any issues, they'll just address it with their realtor. Their realtor will either help set them straight, or we'll ask your realtor what the deets are, so you don't have to be there to tell them, I promise.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And then just my last one is just not getting stuff in on time, whether it's signing documents that need to go to your agent or your bank or, your title company, whatever it is. You need to be following the timelines and getting stuff back to people as soon as possible so things can run smoothly.
Yeah, your contingencies are dependent on it. If you just kind of drag your feet on the resale certificate inspection or the inspection contingency and you say, okay, now, we don't really like what we see in this thing, you might be out of luck then and risk losing your deposit. So work with a qualified realtor that's going to keep you on a good timeline and take it seriously when the bank says